let's move on to NXT.
My favorite show of the week. I've decided. I know I was on the fence about it, but I have officially decided it's my favorite show of the week.
Yeah?
Yeah. I love NXT, dude.
That's good. Yeah,
I'm an NXT head.
I like it. I like it too. I don't know if it's my favorite. I don't know what my favorite is. I don't know. I like parts of them all.
You're so like, you don't know what you want.
Yeah, I don't know what
You're so difficult.
I'm just so difficult. I can't decide.
You're such a problem.
Yeah. I should just become a tribalist. Seems easier.
Yeah.
Fucking
I think that it'll make for it'll make for good content too.
Yeah.
Because as long as one of us is a tribalist, then we'll never see eye to eye on anything.
Right.
Again.
We can always have conflict and beef, so it'll make good content.
And then we'll let it affect our personal lives too, and then we hate each other.
And then we'll break up the podcast, and then you can continue Dropkick.
And then we start
I'll start a rival one.
You'll start a rival promotion podcast.
Yeah. Called Dropkick the Gallier. NXT. Oh man, we opened with the Rascals, baby.
Yup.
Yeah, it was a good match.
Good match.
Do you have anything to say about it?
You like them?
I like them.
You like them?
I like them. I think this is the first time I've seen them. You know, I've seen them on TNA from the few times that I watched TNA. But
as a trio, though.
Yeah, as a trio, they fucked, dude. It was crazy.
Yeah, and not only did we get an amazing performance from both teams, but at a moment in the match where both teams were down on the mat, Joe Hendry's music hits.
Vic Joseph goes, I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say his name. And then Joe Hendry's music hits.
And he goes, oh my god, it worked!
Yeah, so good.
Oh, good. Dude, shit, man. If Joe Hendry isn't becoming TNA champion at the pay-per-view this weekend, I would be shocked.
That would be the biggest mistake TNA makes, bro.
Because not only that, he's over in TNA and he's over as hell in NXT.
Yeah.
So if he wins, personally, I think like they should have done more to kind of be like, hey, I'm gonna be in the world.
Saturday. Yeah,
I'm gonna be in this match, and then people will maybe buy the pay-per-view, but WWE fans are pretty used to just the Peacock subscription, so like it's tough. But like Joe Hendry, I think it would be a mistake not to have him win it.
Yeah.
6-man elimination match. I think it's a perfect way to like protect Moose, because I don't think he's gonna be the one to pin Moose, and but like, and then you have him bring the title to NXT,
right,
where he is over as hell, and then
and then the two biggest champions like would be on NXT. Like Jordan Grace showed up, those times, and now Joe Hendry as world champ. Like it would go so hard. It would go so hard.
I think it's time to happen, and NXT is pretty good about like recognizing when like a guy is in that top spot. They fucking pull the trigger on him like very quickly.
And we got the NXT-NA chant. I love it. NXT-NA, NXT-NA. Like that was good stuff.
It was very fucking good, dude.
Jordan Grace is hyping up Slammiversary a lot. She said there are going to be some massive surprises at Slammiversary on Saturday. So
we're probably gonna honestly get more crossover.
Yeah, for sure.
I think Izzy Dame was on TNA, and she was like an open challenger. I was like, okay.
Charlie Dempsey also had a match. On the 4th.
That's been really cool.
Yeah.
Just to see, like, I feel like they're not like making too much. It's like, we're in it now, so it's not like, it doesn't feel like a huge deal, but not in a bad way. It's just kind of like, hell yeah, this is like normal now.
Yeah, it'll be a bigger deal when they send, a bigger NXT or a bigger NXT person to TNA. Like, obviously, I'm not saying Charlie Dempsey's small, but, Charlie Dempsey, Tatum Paxley, like, they've sent, their smaller names. Like, if we got Trick on TNA, if we got, like, Roxanne on TNA, send someone huge over there to really, you know, up that collab.
Yeah, dude. And this is like one of those few situations where I will say, do a champion versus champion match, because in this circumstance it works, because it's like two promotions that are very new to each other.
Right.
Like with it in AEW, like say with the New Japan Strong Openweight Women's Champion, whatever, and the TBS Championship, it's like, in my head, like, New Japan's been a part of AEW for the last however many years.
Yeah. This
is brand fucking new, and, like, I want to see, like, not with both titles on the line, just a champion versus champion match, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, Trick Williams versus, say, if Moose retains, Trick Williams versus Moose, Williams versus Joe Hendry.
It's almost like a bragging rights
or, like,
situation.
Give me, like, their mid-carders against each other. Obafemi versus Mustafa Ali.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. There's a lot of opportunity for dream matches. When they did it with AEW, everyone was making dream matches in their head, and then the only thing that came out of it was Kenny Omega versus Rich Swann, who was the world champ at the time. And then they had Moose.
Yeah.
So, there's a lot of opportunity here, and it doesn't show any signs of, like, slowing down, which I am a big fan of.
I saw a thing, I forget who said it, but it was Moose, actually. Moose said that the collab with WWE is so much better communication wise, I guess.
Yeah.
They're saying, like, he was just talking about, like, all the positives and how it feels like a better collab than the AEW one.
It does, and it's like, again,
yeah, and you can see that in the product.
I think too, like, when AEW did it at the time, they were already so much bigger than TNA. Where, like, yeah, WWE is bigger than TNA, but NXT is like that same vibe, that same, like, crowd size, that same energy and like, type of wrestling fan. Yeah. So, I think they knew what they were doing. They, you know, they've been watching, they've been planning, and I, you know, obviously, like, one benefits more than the other, I think, but it's just if anything, it's less about getting TNA's name out there, because I'm pretty sure most people know about TNA, and it's just more about getting the wrestlers' names out there, and then maybe in hopes that people will be interested in seeing them in TNA.
Yeah. Yeah, it's helping.
I could very well see, like, some kind of. There was a rumor earlier this year that, like, WWE was going to buy TNA.
Yeah, and use that as, like,
honestly,
their developmental.
I kind of wouldn't want that personally, just because I like them as, like, their own brand. I think because just seeing all the shit that they've been through.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind it though. Like, it would be interesting. Like, I could see it happening. You know.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm at the bakery, and they got the cows here and shit, because it's like and there's a barn straight ahead, and it just says maternity barn.